What is the camera doing? What was that? Just going around in a square. What was that about? That was weird. Oh, great. And then we get a beautiful cinematic shot of a road with nothing on it. Oh, man. God, I look forward to, so I posted in the YouTube community tab about this. Yes, I know, daring. I'm looking forward to, I shouldn't say this because, you know, like, I don't want to make fun of the people that pay my fucking bills, but every time I post about a City Skylines stream on YouTube, what happens within about 10 minutes of me posting about it is someone comes over from YouTube and is like, start! When does it start? Start the stream! Where? It's true, man. Every time. Every time. Also, what do we think of the audio? There's the camera doing that again. What do we think of the audio ducking, by the way? We did this on the Jedi Fallen Order stream the other day, which we're probably going to do again either later today or tomorrow. We're going to finish that. When I speak, the game gets quieter, but the music should be quieter as well. And then when I stop speaking, it should come back up automatically. It's kind of cool. At least I think it's cool. It means like it's really good for something like Fallen Order or any cinematic game, because then I don't have to like try and balance the audio so you can always hear it. From what I've seen in the Jedi Fallen Order VOD, it worked pretty well. The game got a little bit too quiet, so on the next part, the game will be a little bit louder when I'm speaking because it was way too quiet. Like you could hear it, but it was like, it was too much. It was too quiet. So, yeah. Anyway, Voxy, thank you for the 40 months. Still got another 4+ hours to get through, so this is well timed. Everything's breaking and works, so you're losing the will to make an effort. Here's to many more. Thank you very much. I have been awake since about 11 p.m. last night, so today is going to be my fix the sleep schedule day. I have one of those a week, at least, so we'll see how that goes. And then we'll go from there. Hopefully it lasts a little bit, because I really am getting to an age where this whole screwed up sleep schedule thing is, it's starting to physically hurt. It's starting to physically hurt. And it's really draining, man. Like I remember getting in from school. I was like 13 when I first got Xbox Live. So, you know, 16 years ago. Jesus. Yeah, 16 years ago. Fuck. God, I've been gaming on, oh, Jesus. Anyway. Yeah, so I would get in from school. Like I would get up at like, I don't know. I don't know when I got up. I get up at like 7:30 in the morning, 8 o'clock. And I'd be in school until 3:15 in high school. Yeah, 3:15, 3:30, something like that. And I'd get home at like, well, it would depend on what it was. If it was like, I don't know, when I was first into it, I'd get home and I'd get home at like maybe 3:45, 3:50, and from then until like midnight, I'd just be on my Xbox. And it's wild because it's like, I'm up from 7 o'clock until midnight without fail, or like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning without fail. And I get up and I do it again the next day. And now it's like, I have slept for 12 hours more times in the last 2 weeks than I care to admit. Now, admittedly, Part of that, I think, is that I'm a little bit sick. So there is that. But yeah, it's like, I don't know where I'm going with this. My point is I long for the days when I can like go 12 hours without thinking about a nap and a comfortable chair. I think the chair thing is a big part of it though. The chair thing is like my chair currently, I'm not going to say the brand. I've talked about it on Discord a little bit and I've talked about it in some previous streams. You'll have seen it in Facecam stuff. I'm not saying the brand because I'm not trying to shit talk the brand. They make amazing chairs. It's just that very few chairs are designed for the usage that I would put them through. And part of that is because my time management's terrible. And part of that is because my job and my hobby are one and the same, so I sit in my chair for a long time. But what I want to do, and I did some research this morning. I want to get a high-end desk chair, gaming chair, not gaming chair specifically, but there is a gaming variant of the chair that I'm looking at, which is just a different color. So I'm probably not going to get it because it's like $100 more. It's pointless. I've been looking though, and the company that makes them doesn't ship to where I live, but there are some suppliers. There's some dealers in England that do ship to where I live. So I'm probably gonna once I get paid. I'm probably, or if y'all want to start subscribing like motherfuckers or bits or donating, whatever, I don't give a shit. Do what you want. Then I'll pick it up. I'm probably gonna. So at the earliest, at the latest, it'll be payday next month that I order the thing. Speaking of subscribing on Twitch, by the way, some of you are probably new. Hello, good to see you. You might get some ads throughout this stream. I do want to let you know there's 2 ways you can avoid ads here. First off, ads help the channel. That's why they're there. The way to avoid it is if you subscribe to the channel for as low as $5 a month, you will never see ads. And the second way is to get rid of ads on Twitch altogether. You can get something called Twitch Turbo. They don't fucking advertise it. They don't advertise Twitch Turbo, but if you get Twitch Turbo, which I have, you won't see an ad anywhere on this platform. It's amazing. And it's like $8 a month. Oh, I totally understand why they don't advertise it. It's awful business. It's like $8 a month, no ads. It's amazing. And Twitch Prime. If you're an Amazon Prime customer, you can link your Amazon and Twitch accounts and you can subscribe to 1 channel per month for free. Yeah, revenue from Turbo goes to streamers anyway. Anyway, that's my shilling for the hour out of the way. I just wanted to let you know you might get some ads. It's just how it is. Voxy, thank you for the gifted sub. I need to change. Wait, that said you subscribed. For fuck's sake. I have gifted sub alerts set up and I tested them. For fuck's sake. Hold on. What if I do this? If I repeat one of your gifted subs from before. Yeah, there you go. So that one worked. Community subs don't work. That's the problem. That's where it is. I've realized what the bug is. So if someone gifts multiple subs, then it'll work and it'll say gifted a sub. Oh, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. Lias with the 6 gifted. Thank you, man. Holy shit. Yeah, no, community, like gifted subs like that works. So what it is when you gift 1 sub, like when you gift 1 sub to the community, it doesn't work. That's the problem. Because what it's doing, it's right. Let me try and explain this. You can gift a sub to a person specifically, I think. Right? You can gift a sub to a person specifically and it'll work. If you gift 2 or more subs, it'll work. If you do 1 random community sub, it doesn't. You did it one random time last week and it worked? Maybe I've fucked with my alerts since then. Oh, God. If y'all want to help me test a GTA server, y'all that keep breaking my alerts, hit me up on Discord. Yeah, y'all are better beta testers than I think I've ever had. What is this camera do? Okay, you know what? Always up for breaking something? Let me send you an invite to this. I will God, what? You changed your Discord name, didn't you? The fuck is it? It's just no. Ah, there it is. I got it. I think. We'll see. That might be you. If not, some random person just got a Discord invite from me, and that looks shady as fuck. You ever get that when like you just like someone you don't know at all sends you an invite to a Discord server? Like, I don't understand that as a thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand the logic in these bots and these guys that just spam links to people in DMs. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm in a bunch of 5M related Discords. And so a lot of the time, once a week, several times a week, maybe, I'll get a DM from some random dude that's like, oh, join my Discord. We sell the top fucking hacks and cheats for 5M. And before I block them, without fail, I always take 2 minutes out of my day to write an elegantly crafted insult. And I enjoy it. I get a lot of satisfaction from insulting people that want to cheat on 5M. A platform that's not competitive, a platform that's not, there's no ranking. No one cares if you're the best role player or you're the best racer or shooter or whatever on any 5M server, right? You are the only purpose of cheating on 5M is to make other people feel like shit. So you can laugh at people. So what I'm saying is the only reason to cheat on something like 5M, like, I don't like cheating in video games in general. But if the game has a leaderboard, I get the allure. I get, you know, this draw to wanting to be at the top of the leaderboard or wanting to be one of the first people to do this thing. I sort of get it. But if there is literally zero competitive aspect and the only purpose of cheating is to make other people feel bad and sort of, you know, laugh at them, there is then literally by cheating in something like 5M, you are a fucking loser. Like, there's nothing else for it than you are actually a loser and you actually need to touch grass. Anyway, what I want to do with City Skylines, I'm only going to be going for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half too, we'll see. I want to work on Castleview. I was gonna put this in an episode, but I realized I don't really want to do another video that's like, hey, let's start by building another, let's start the video by building another suburb, right? We've done suburbs over here. We did the Narrows, we did Bedford. I don't really want to build another suburb in a video because we've done it so much. It's been most of the last few videos have been building suburbs. And I tested this, like I want to do a luxury suburb. I want to do something that's very fancy. And I sort of tested this idea of using some of the sort of nicer looking low density houses And these do look good. Like this looks pretty good. I did some research into like wealthy London suburbs, and you know, you get a nice mix of things. Where's the SimCity videos? There should be one. If there's not one today, there's one tomorrow. I recorded 2 this morning. You get a nice mix of house styles in and around London suburbs, but I think in city skylines this doesn't really work because of, and I think for the most part it's the variety of roof colors. I think I could fix that if I was to go and get rid of like that one and that one. I think that helps bring it together a little bit. I think the bright orange, even that one's a little much. But I don't know. I'm not really too sure what to do with it at the moment. Because I don't just want to do, I don't just want to do, I guess, the same house over and over again, but I might, basically. I did also have the idea of using the occasional house like this. So it's like, but I put them closer to the water. So there's like some really modern kind of developments, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. Let's do this. Let's just do those 2 houses. I kind of want to see what that looks like with the different, the sort of the less vibrant rooftops. I'm just curious. You love modern builds? I don't mind them. I was looking at a modern build a few months ago, but the landlord wound up being a prick, from what I gather. Like I could more than afford it. I could more than look after it. And just landlord's knob. Neutral colors of feature walls. Exactly. Oh, this is too much. Yeah, I think we're just gonna stick to the I think we're just going to stick to what we've been doing, to be honest. I think we're just going to stick to the idea that we just place a bunch of the same building in here. And then maybe we'll chop out some space that's like, hey, this is like space that's been bought up for a modern build or something. We'll do it that way. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. I don't love that this is what we're gonna do, but do you have any building packs of 2x2 buildings? The last servers you made in the game, you did a series of 2x2 and 2x4 in groups of 2 and 4 beside each other. It made it feel like a very dense housing area instead of a bunch of large family homes. I think so. I used a lot of like 2x3. These guys are 2x2. This helped a lot for this space. And the color variety is kind of nice. Similar down here, 2x3. I want to go for something a bit larger though, which is why this guy. I like this one a lot. It has the vibe I'm looking for. So let me sort by college. Yeah, these what did they come with? University City Content Creator Pack. The University City Content Creator Pack is pretty good for this. It has some really nice places. This is actually not bad as a 3x3. So what if I used a mix? So we have this and this. Those are pretty similar. One of them just has a balcony. Let me hit that in the Castleview pack. Let me hit you in the Castleview pack as well. These guys are not bad. They're a little bit too I don't know. It's this is definitely not quite as luxurious as I'd want. I think these other ones are though. So these 3 buildings is maybe what I'm going to go for. So let's do a very quick strip of those just because I'm curious. So let me just try this and see what it would look like. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, not there. 7, 8, 9, and we'll clear out the end part. I just want to get a look at these next to each other. I also want to see what details are around them because I've got no idea. And I guess while we're doing that, we could also go and do the other ones as well. Fucking My mic's really close to my nose and there's fucking fluff on it. It's really itchy. It's really itchy. Let's do a strip here of these other guys. And we'll do a strip here of those other ones as well. Again, just to get a bit of a look at them. All right, what are we looking at? Okay, the swimming pool in each one is a little much, but ooh, I think I can get rid of the swimming pool, and also the hedges around the front that's kind of perfect. I would want to change out those trees. The Alt B for Bob. I don't know what the fuck it is. Bob. Yeah, those trees would need to go. Yeah, those need to go. So if I just go for generic pine, yeah, definitely generic pine trees. I also don't want them to be guaranteed. I want to bring the probability down a little bit. So then only a little bit, maybe 75% on that. So not every single one's going to have a pine tree. But most of them will. Right? I think that's a good idea. I think the high swimming pool needs to go. I think maybe bring the probability way down on the swimming pool so not all of them have one. In fact, wait, why are they all just gone? You know what? No, none of them are going to have swimming pools. And honestly, I don't think any of them are going to have parasols either. We'll do that. And then the deck chairs, we'll just bring the probability down on those. Actually, you know what? No, none of you are going to have deck chairs either. There we go. They have beehives. We'll bring the probability down on that a little bit. They can have grills. I don't really care about that. We'll bring that down as well. Plant pots are fine. Roof vegetation's fine. What are these giant friggin' trees? Is it the yew tree? It is the yew tree. So I want to change that to the oak, right? Yeah. And probability maybe 60 whatever percent. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. These guys here are pretty good too, honestly. Ooh, I really like these ones. I like the little plants are out front. That's kind of cute. But these are perfect. Like, these are exactly what I'm looking for. So I think this is what we're going to have to go for. And I'm going to hold off on these guys for something else. Or maybe... Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Get rid of those for now. Get rid of those for now. Do this. Do this. All right. Maybe a mix of them. Maybe. I don't know how well a mix is going to work, though. I think, yeah, in sections that would be fine. I don't think doing a mix of them sort of in the same street would work at all, but definitely different areas. Kind of similar to what we did with Lakeside South. One type of building in one place, one type of building in another place. I think that would be fine. Do they have, oh, the hedges just end as well, so we can totally do a fence up the middle. Which is what I think I'd want to do. Do I want to use a different type of fence? No, I don't think I do. I think the forestry fence is pretty solid. Do you have any others? No, use the forestry fence. Which is going to be a pain in the ass. Why is it going to be a pain in the ass, you might ask? Because of measurements. The measurements are going to be a total pain on this. Getting this to line up as well is going to be a pain, because what I need to do is that, right? I need to get them kind of close to the hedges, but I need them to not touch or go into the zoning, because if I update the roads, it might screw things up a little bit and the zoning might disappear. Now, oh, Jesus. I wish, oh, see that's what I didn't want to happen. I wish there was a way to, you know what I'm starting to think is it might be easier to do this without the buildings there. Because we know the buildings are 3 by 3, so delete that, right? And then what I want to do is I want to build a wall in here that goes straight up the middle. But I need it to start. I need it to not be on the grid though, right? So I need it to start there. And go like this. So I need it to be on the lines rather than elsewhere. Because then what it's going to let me do is put a little bit of fence every few tiles. Which is what we're looking for. Alright. So if we do that, we want to zone this space and zone that space. We want to put the houses in each of those spaces. And then let them build. And if I grab the fence nodes and just sort of move it over a little bit, not going to go right up to the hedge just to make sure it doesn't collide with the zone. But just close enough so that the illusion of those actually all connecting it together is there. And honestly, that's all right. I would obviously want to put a few more trees kind of in the mix to blend them together a little bit. So I'd go in and be like, you know, this bit's a little bit bare, so a tree right there. Kind of a lack of oak trees on this side, so a nice big one right about there. Maybe another pine sort of in their backyard, Definitely some kind of bare stuff going on here. You know, bit of variety with a different type of tree that's not in the building. Oof. Settle down. Getting a little bit carried away there. And then maybe a little bit of color at the end as well. There you go. Like just a really, really simple little layout for that. And kind of just blends it together. I could put some props in the yards as well. Not really in any major rush to do that, but I kind of like that. I do think I want to see what it would look like on an actual street though. So all of those. And then 2 more. So I'm not going to bother doing the backyards of these ones because all I really want to see is what this would look like with an actual street of these buildings on either side. I guess we do the same over here as well. 3, 3, 3, and then up to there as well. I do like the variety though. I like that not everyone has the same amount of trees. I would almost say even less pine trees. But if we go down in there, I mean, it definitely has the look that I'm wanting. It's definitely, the hedges really make each house feel like it's standalone. Still definitely feels like it's close to the city, which it should, because it is. Let's go with the lake at the end of the road. Yeah. I mean, the other idea is that obviously this entire space here is going to be lined with trees. So it's going to be very, very enclosed would be my sort of goal here. So starting there, that's the wrong tree. Starting there and then spacing the trees out a little bit. So we end up with a relatively, not super dense, but dense enough tree line so that it kind of just provides a little bit of separation from the road. And then obviously, you know, some plants and stuff behind the tree line in the grassy space, or some paths maybe, so people can kind of walk through there if they really wanted to, which would be probably something I think I would want to do. Is get some paths there so you don't have to walk right alongside the road. You can kind of, you know, walk in a nicely sheltered bit away from that road. A little bit quieter. So something like that. Again, more stuff in here, but that would be the idea, is that line of trees is kind of, you know, a little bit of a natural barrier, especially when you've got these relatively luxurious houses this close to these guys. You're going to want that barrier, which I'm honestly not too sure about whether or not I should have been that close. But again, like, I've gone in and done some research, man. Like there really is no, like fade out from density in certain places, you know? So like you do have places in like London and other European cities as well, where you have buildings like this. Like you have a very pedestrianized sort of space, and then, you know, 2 roads over, it's this. But this is, you know, it is off of the main road, right? It also has really good access. Like there's tram stops right up here. And if I wanted to, I could go and be like, okay, well, we've got more people here now, so let's do a tram stop, say, there and there, right? So now you can get trams sort of, you know, either side of this road as well. What's my average traffic flow? That's a very good question. 74, which is lower than it has been. I've been seeing a lot of traffic backing up here, for example. Also backs up a little bit here, and also this road is just a nightmare for traffic right now. Does metro go to the stadium or just trams? Just trams right now. I haven't expanded the metro in... Oh, no, wait, no. Metro does go to this. Wait. No, it doesn't. We never connected it. There is the capacity for it. We just never connected it because I never expanded the metro. So yeah, the metro doesn't even come down to Mulberry or Highland. Probably should. It probably should. Let's do a really quick metro expansion. I don't want to go too crazy, but I think what I'll do is, I'm tempted to put a station there, to be honest. No, it's just around the corner from that one, but... no. Let's do right in there, I think. That turn? No. Alright, never mind. Let's do up here. Let's go for like up here. This building's miserable. Also don't like that one's a weird looking corner. Let's do this. Can I get a decent looking metro station that's not stupid? I can do this guy. We're never going to use one of those tracks, but it would work. I want to move it up a little bit. I want to put it here. So we'll do a metro station there, and we'll do a metro station here as well. Again, we're not going to necessarily use... Oh, wait, maybe not. We're not necessarily going to use certain parts of this. So that should be fine. And then we can bring that down and connect it to the stadium. So that red line, does that go into my main station? It does. Okay. The trams, by the way, are very popular. So this will probably get rid of some of that demand. So 9 by 13. Why is that? For God's sake, okay. Alright, so that'll do there. Can I just bring this guy over in a way that's not terrible? That'll do. There we go. So then we'll just move this red stop into like there. All right. So I would imagine that's going to become a very busy line, which is good. That's kind of what you want. So people can hop on a train here and get to the stadium. Yeah, that seems fine. I like that. As for Castleview, I don't know, man. I actually don't know what to do with this. I want to try and do something a little bit different. This just feels like more of the same, you know? What else have we got for house choices? I mean, these guys are kind of cool. Let's see what a street of these would look like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice, I can do all of them. I'm just curious to see what a street of these things would look like. I might have to change my idea for what Castleview is supposed to be. It is supposed to be a slightly more luxurious space, but I might have to change that up for something else. It might have to be a little bit more no, I don't like that. No. Definitely don't like that. It might have to be a little bit more dense, maybe? I might, actually. Doesn't Heart of Korea have, dense looking, low density buildings? So we could use that. Those houses look good for the one house you'd see in country roads, yeah. Which actually would be kind of cool to put like the occasional like little road that leads up to a house out here. Oh, there we go. A bunch of people getting off of that. That's what we want to see. Oh, God. Oh, my playlist is just taking a turn. Such a good song. You have a feeling Castleview needs to be more like UK low density style with a lot of green fields? That's kind of how I envisioned it, yeah. But I'm slightly tempted to change it up for the Heart of Korea style. So like this kind of thing. Because I think that might just be better, to be honest. Let's take a look at it. All the low density residential buildings in this CC look high density? Yeah. Hello? Wait. I can't tell if that's a separate building. It was. So yeah, it looks high density, right? But then when you consider it sort of across from those guys, like, I don't hate it. That does have more density than like these guys. The thing is, you can do something like that as well. Which doesn't make sense because that's the way in, now blocked by the other building, but whatever. I've never actually built anything with Heart of Korea either. I don't know how I would. It's cool though. Like this, yes, it's high density, but it's. What's the difference in these? Heights? No. This is weird the way this is angled. So that where it says RH is the front of the building. Zone it and remove the buildings I don't want? Maybe. Like, how is that low density? Ooh. These guys are kind of cool. The weird yellow thing in the roof is maybe a bit extra, but I kind of like it. I think it's cool looking. Has access to like, I can put a path behind it as well. Maybe we do go for like more of a slightly more dense space. Like I think if we went for the Heart of Korea stuff, we definitely wouldn't be doing the houses that are behind it. We'd have to change, the entire district would change to like the Korea style. Oh, I don't know, man. I really don't. Like, it's really bothering me. I know it's stupid, but maybe we change. I'm really trying to avoid just doing this again. Also, for two reasons. One, because we've done it 1, 2, 3 times, and 2, it's really boring. It takes like, there's like 3 hours was cut out of each episode that did like Lakeside North, Lakeside South, and then Narrows. Because it's like every single house. You have to go to every single house and make sure the fucking fence is correct, the trees are right. Does that one have swings? What type of swings? Like, there's a solid 3 hours per episode that's cut out. And I know I could just zone them, but I'm kind of wanting a specific look. Okay. What if I did it slightly differently? What if we change the let's change the road layout on the inside. Right. So let me get rid of the buildings and the trees and the fences. So get rid of everything that I've placed. It didn't take long to do. So get rid of all of that. Oh, this next song's really good. See? Oh yeah, now Spotify doesn't want to tell you what the song is. That command might have a cooldown. The song is called Fuck Boy by Electric Callboy. YouTube viewers in shambles right now. What? It's called what? Oh my god. Yeah, what if we did the roads sort of going that way? No, I actually really like the idea of the roads having the lake in view at the end, actually. Okay, try that. Leave a bit more gap there. Songs all over the place. Any thoughts on playing Universe, Sam? I played a bit of it, and I did find it to be a little bit too hands off. I don't know. I know there's some people have played it on for like YouTube shit, and they make it really entertaining. I'm not one of them. What is this playlist, right? Bit of German hard bass mixed with German metalcore. The German metalcore song about rave. Why is each song so good? Honestly, Electric Callboy's latest album is amazing. It is wild. it is a spiritual journey. If you haven't listened to Electric Callboy, especially their most recent album, it is a spiritual journey. It will take you places and make you ask questions that you've never asked. Such as, why does German hard bass, metalcore, and rap work in one song? So I might just do this. I might just do the same thing basically and leave a bit more room so they have like longer backyards, I guess. I really don't wanna, but I just want something in here, and I don't want it to be crazy. Like, I can't just zone this either and let it grow normally because we've detailed the rest of it manually. Like, this is sort of the last bit before I can go back to just building. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what this looks like. This district just feels like it'd be similar to Lakeside. Yeah. I guess in a way it should be kind of similar. Like, it's basically a richer Lakeside is the idea. So the houses are a bit bigger, they're a bit fancier. Yeah. We'll do this. I don't love it, but it's whatever. It's whatever. I just need it built. That's kind of all I want, is just to get this thing built. I really just want the space filled. It's been really bothering me. It sounds stupid, man. Like, I've noticed recently I've been not exaggerating necessarily, but like I'll describe shit in such a weird way for something that doesn't matter. Like I'll be talking about playing City Skylines or building something. Like I'll be talking about something I'm building and I'll be like, you know, it gets me really anxious, or I get really unsure, I get really worked up or whatever, blah, 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 blah. And I listen back to this during the edit because I watch a lot more of these videos than I do my usual videos because these have a lot more editing to them. And it's like, I'm sitting talking about how fucking, oh yeah, man, I was working in this fucking I was working in like Lakeside, and you know, it's weird, but it makes me kind of anxious starting these builds because I'm not sure if they're going to work. And well, I understand what I'm talking about, obviously, because I'm talking about it, but it's still a weird way to describe the feeling that I'm talking about. Is like, yeah, playing Cities Skylines makes me anxious. It's overly dramatic for the sake of being overly dramatic. It's weird. But what it is, like what the actual feeling is I don't want to spend like what would be a really good example of this? Park Retail Park. The first version of this I built took like 2.5 hours. And you know, that's not the end of the world, but it took 2.5 hours. I zoomed in on this and I was like, okay, well, you build it like this, put that in there, build that bit of detail, build that bit of detail. And I zoom out and look at it. I'm like, that's shit. So that's the bit that I'm anxious of, is like spending 2.5 hours building something and then zooming out to look at it in the grand scheme of things. Like right now, Castleview looks like shit. So then zooming out to look at it in the grand scheme of everything and being like, that looks terrible. Because then it's just wasted time. And one of my biggest pet peeves in like life is legitimately wasting time. I hate wasting time. It's why I'm really annoyed at how bad my time management is right now. I hate wasting time. I hate not doing something. I feel like if I'm awake, and this is a problem I've had for years. Like you can go back to videos of mine from like 2000 and before Conflict Nerd, if they still existed anyway. You could go back to videos of me from 2010, 2011, if they still existed, which thankfully they don't. And you would hear me saying the same thing. Like, I have this problem with YouTube and streaming and everything, that is like, if I'm awake, I could be working, and it's a problem that comes and goes. It used to be much worse than it is now, because I used to really struggle to enjoy video games because of my job. And again, that sounds really stupid, but what I mean is I couldn't play something for fun. I really, really struggled to play something for fun. Because what I would do is I would sit down to play whatever, and there'd be a voice in my head that's like, what if something funny happens and you're not recording? Like, what if something really funny happens? Like, that could be content. That could be like so fucking funny, it's like viral. That could make your channel. And I never think about the after. Like, what if that did happen, right? What if I record some random clip and it goes viral as hell and blows up my channel? Like, that's not what my channel is, but you know, I had that really bad years ago when I was on that early YouTube grind of like, everything could be content. Anything and everything could be content. This was back before I had like a niche as well, so really everything could be content. What is this playlist? Oh god, this side's a different. Oh. Spacing on this side's a bit different. That should be fine. Is this a Spotify recommended playlist? No, this is my playlist. This is shit I actually listen to. Yeah. Once again, anyone coming over from YouTube's like, oh, the fuck? This guy? Really? That's like one of the, there's a few common things that YouTube viewers tend to say when they come to the streams. One of them is, I didn't know you would swear. And the other is, I really didn't think you would listen to this kind of music. What's this? Complaining about low land value. Ligma. To be fair, when I first watched one of your streams back in the Mixer days and I was listening to Linkin Park, it caught you off guard. Oh god. I miss Mixer, man. I feel like we had a really good vibe for the stream when I was on Mixer. That's not to say, like, god, that sounds really bad. That sounds like a, you know what? Fuck all of you. No, I feel like the stream I feel like the stream had a really good vibe on Mixer. John Twitch is watching right now going like, well, we're banning this guy. We were on Mixer during lockdown, so maybe that helped. Maybe. Yeah, that was it. I did. Yeah, you're right. I moved to Mixer at the start of the like just as COVID was taking off. Yeah, that might have done it. I don't know. I still really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed the vibe. Can I do this without fucking up anything here? Uh-oh. Ah, didn't want to wanga. Shit. Yeah, I guess maybe being on Mixer at the start of lockdown probably helped. Oh. That did not have the effect I was looking for. Well, kinda. Oh, what the f- Oh, for fuck's sake. Fuck that guy. Played Animal Crossing, which is like the most peaceful game out there. True, I forgot about that. God. I do really miss it though. Like, unironically, legitimately miss Mixer. I see different people. There's a few people that were on Mixer that I still follow. Astral's a really good example. Who I actually didn't. She had surgery on her throat recently, didn't she? I need to go check her Twitter and see how she's doing. And she posted an update afterwards, and seemed to be in good spirits and seemed all right about it. But I want to check her Twitter and see if she's all right. But yeah, no, it was just such a good vibe. Like, I legitimately miss it. It's weird because I left it. I left Mixer. You know, I was there for a couple of months. I got partnered super quickly. I was super grateful for it because it was a really, really good like demonstration of like this community coming together to help get the channel partnered, and it really felt like, I don't know, it really felt like people turned out, you know, to help get the channel partnered and, you know, help grow Conflict Nerd on a new platform. It didn't just feel like a me thing. Again, not that Twitch does. I'm not sitting here being like, you all suck. But yeah, it was just a really good vibe. I've considered, I don't know if I should say this, but I have considered switching to YouTube streaming a few times. That's another thing I get asked from time to time when like YouTube viewers will come over to Twitch and be like, well, why don't you just stream on YouTube? And I don't know why. I haven't really settled on a reason for it. I think part of it is, well, I think a big part of it is because streaming on YouTube feels like I'd be so much more locked into my niche, whereas streaming on Twitch is like, I can kind of do what I want. Although, to be honest, if I streamed on YouTube, I would probably stream to a different channel. Like, I probably wouldn't stream in the main channel anyway. It seems like it'd be a bad idea for algorithm reasons. Oh, Jesus, this song. Maybe these paths should actually run a little straighter in some places, like there, with here as well. I feel it's really unlikely I feel like it's really unlikely there'd be just these like paths going, well, maybe these paths should have lights or something. be actual paths between the neighborhoods or something. I don't know. Yeah, we'll do that. The topic of songs, you get me to thank for your obsession with Ghost. Oh, God. Yeah, welcome to that. Welcome to the rest of your life. Yeah, Ghost is, once you're in, that's a tough one to get out of. I've been, not even kidding when I say this. I saw Ghost at the start of April. I actually have a couple of gigs coming up. I've got Trivium in like I think Trivium's in a Trivium show in a couple of weeks actually. And then Bullet for My Valentine in like March. I'm kind of excited about that. But oh god, Ghost are doing another EU tour. They're doing another European tour. But the only date they're doing in the UK is Download Festival. They don't seem to be doing like individual shows. They're just doing festivals, except in France where they're doing a bunch of shows. And it's like, I don't want to just go to Download Festival for one, like I love Ghost. And it's not that I don't want to go to Download to see Ghost. It's just that, oh, speaking of which, it's just that from my understanding, Ghost is the only band going to Download that I care about. So it's like, it's a lot of money to get my tent stolen to see Ghost. Maybe I'll just maybe I'll just go to France. I also realized I could get another house in here if I just turn off zoning in this road. I really am a genius. Also, chat, I want to do more, I posted a YouTube short the other day because I'm cool and hip. And, man, I want to do more of that. I got Mixcraft. And I've been doing a lot of music mixing and editing, and oh god, I really want to do music stuff. It's a shame they didn't put Mariana Cross and Tampa on Spotify. Oh god, the backing vocals on that live show were incredible. Can I get an actual park in here? Whoa ho ho! Hey, Wanawanga. You know, I say Dewanawanga a lot. I'm pretty sure it means what do you want? I'm pretty sure that's what Dewanawanga actually means. Also a way to raise land value. What, Dewanawanga? I really need to raise my land value. Ah, Dewanawanga. Something I've actually been doing with Mixcraft as well is trying to deconstruct songs. So Rats is actually a really good song to try to deconstruct. And what I mean by that is I like to try and break it down so I can figure out like what the harmonies are. And it's been really fun, like, layering vocals for this stuff. You noticed I like to do circular bus lines rather than a regular two-way line in my cities. Does that help out in the game, or just something I like to do? It's just something I do. I don't really... I don't know. I've been saying for years that I really want to go and, like, figure out actual, like, logic, I guess, is the word I'll use for, like, bus lines and what would be efficient, but... I kind of just go off of like, well, where do I want the buses to go in a way? So it's like, hey, we have this district, you know, we want people to be able to get around it through public transport. So we'll have the buses loop around it. That's kind of thought process number one. But then thought process number two is like, if I'm not going to do metro, then I want people to be able to get from X to, or from A to B. So maybe buses could do that as well. What I really want to do is I want to kind of go in and redo the public transport here. I'm kind of trying to do it with Nerdholm, where the buses are like the way around a district, right? So Dale Hills, I have buses that sort of go that way and that way. You can get around Dale Hills. But if you wanted to go from Dale Hills to like Cedar Hall, you get the metro. But you'd also want the buses to stop by like a metro station so they can do that. I'm trying to remember if they played Faith when I saw them. I want to say they did. And I want to say it was very good, but I don't know for sure if they did, because it's entirely possible I'm just remembering one of the live shows I've seen on YouTube. Neighborhood needs a football pitch? Yeah, probably. Have I seen the concert in Amsterdam where the ghouls and ghoulettes had their mics higher than normal? I haven't. I will need to check that out. Honestly, Ghost's just general, like, vibe with live shows is just fucking fantastic. Like how do I put it? The musicianship, I guess? Like, it's immediately apparent that every single person on that stage is incredibly talented. Whereas, and this might be kind of a shitty thing to say, I don't get that vibe when I watch a Slipknot show. Now I know that every dude in Slipknot is a talented musician, and I know that the dudes that are beating the shit out of the beer kegs, Clown specifically, I think, does a lot of the he does a lot in the studio to help like Slipknot do their thing. But I don't know, there's something about a Slipknot live show. I've never actually seen them live, but I've, you know, videos and whatnot, where it's just like, it does kind of just look like it's a dude beating a beer keg. I'm not gonna lie. His musicianship doesn't really translate very well. Whereas when I watch Ghost, or when I saw them in Manchester, it was like, yeah, I can tell every person on this stage is like incredible with their instrument and what they're doing here. Like, it's really obvious what everyone's doing, whereas the beer keg thing with Slipknot, I'm not gonna lie, like, they have a DJ up there, they could just sample that. They don't really, I know it's for showmanship, but they could just sample the beer keg and, you know, trigger it. Or put it on a drum pad and have the drummer trigger it. So I don't know. I think this is coming together a little bit. It's not exactly what I want, but it's getting there. Can vehicles not turn left here? Weird. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have the buses. Oh, it's because there's a stop there. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have the buses sort of go in here. I don't like that. It'll do. What about a custom Nerdholm bus livery? Thought about it, yes, but I don't know who I would talk to about that. Oh, I guess I could try to learn it. I did do a lot of livery stuff for GTA, so. Can't imagine it being too hard to repaint vehicles. Yeah, I would imagine it's relatively straightforward. I won't say easy. I won't say it's easy, but I would imagine it's relatively straightforward. Probably easier than Euro Truck Sim. Oh god, I don't know if I went through with it. I don't remember, but I recently added all of the American Truck Simulator DLCs to my cart on Steam. And I don't remember if I bought them all. But the game is installed, so I'm pretty sure I did. I haven't played either Euro or American Truck Sim in a long time, but I want to. The only problem is I have a steering wheel. I do have one, but I just setting it up is a pain in the ass. Because what happens, it's on a stand, or no, it's not anymore. It used to be on a stand. I can clamp it to my desk. I don't know. It's just a pain in the ass. Maybe something for the new year. Maybe. That's another thing I don't understand how people make like YouTube content out of. I sat down a few months ago to play Bus Simulator 22, 21, whatever it was. Because we played Bus Simulator 18 years ago. And I installed Bus Sim 20, whatever the fuck. And I was like, oh, this will be cool. And then when it came out, the wheel didn't work with it. So I was like, I'll wait until the wheel works. And I remember having a really fun time with the last one that we played. And I installed this one, and I sat down to play it and record videos. And I was like, oh, we'll make a little mini series out of this. We'll see what we can do, because you build your bus company and blah, 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 blah. And I got like 15 minutes. Usually it takes me a good 30 to 45 minutes to realize if a video is going to work or not. I got 15 minutes into this, and I was like, this is not going to work. This is horrific. Not in terms of the game is horrific, just this is a horrific video. This is terrible. This is boring. I'm trying way too hard to make something funny or entertaining or even remotely interesting that is just not remotely interesting. The gameplay loop it kind of sucks. And what I realized as well is the last time we played Bus Sim was like 2018. So that was at the peak of me like going to Gamescom and TwitchCon and all that stuff. So I had so many stories and things to tell that I hadn't told before from going to Gamescom and going to TwitchCon and blah, 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 blah. So then to sit down and play this thing was interesting, because it was like, oh, interesting. I've not been anywhere in 3 years, just like many of us haven't. Suddenly, I don't have any stories to tell. I don't have any interesting, like, funny moments to talk about, because we've all just been sitting indoors for a while now. Obviously, that doesn't quite apply as much these days. Like, I've been to a couple of places, but always the Linden story true. It is almost a new year, so the counter resets. I can tell that story again. It's like Software Inc. Usually. We play it once a year. Except this year we played it twice, which was a mistake. I need to stick to my rules more when it comes to stuff like that. Software Inc. is a once a year kind of game. I'm considering putting Stonehearth on that list as well, of like once a year games, because I kind of miss Stonehearth. At the minute, my once a year game list is Software Inc. and Banished. Although I don't think I played Banished this year either. Do I think the mods will pick up the slack of it not being developed? Nah, it's not been getting developed for a couple of years now. It's kind of fallen off. Not games like Prison Architect or Airport CEO. Well, Prison Architect I played a couple of times this year because they sponsored me. Otherwise, usually it is kind of a once a year kind of game. Yeah, the zombie maze was kind of the moment I realized I was sort of done with Prison Architect for a while. It's like, that was the moment I stopped that episode and zoomed out to look at my work. And I kind of just went, well, I think we've reached that point. We've reached that point of the game where I'm not really playing Prison Architect anymore. This has kind of just become fuck around and find out. So... What about Medieval Dynasty? Is that the one where you're like, it's a third person, like builder type thing? I have that. I was going to do something on it. I never got around to it years ago. I could never figure out how it worked. What was the game where you start with some people crashing a planet, kind of like Banished? RimWorld? Was there a Transport Fever 2 series? Yeah, there was a Transport Fever 2 series this year. It was abandoned. It was the Philadelphia one. Where we were trying to make Philadelphia the center of everything, and kind of did, and then it just kind of fell apart. Anno 1800. I did some stuff in Anno 1800 when it came out. I think I was actually sponsored to play Anno 1800 when it came out. Which was a weird choice. Because I don't know anything about the Anno games. It's always great when you get an email from someone that's like, "Hi, we think your channel would be a great fit for this game. We've checked out your content and think it'd be great." And it's like something you've literally never played, never expressed interest in. Like something you've got absolutely zero idea how to play. Been quite a few DLCs for Anno. Yeah, there's a guy I watch on YouTube. I think his channel name's like Nivaris or something like that. Who does some of the most amazing Anno 1800 videos that I have ever seen. And for that reason, I probably won't play it again. Because this guy's knowledge of just the game, not just like how to like win, but his knowledge of where things are in terms of like the menus, in terms of what to do next, in terms of like he just knows what he's doing. There's no like, okay, what are we doing next? What's the next stage? What's the next step? He just knows what to do. And it's like, these are like 35 minute videos with very few cuts. So unless he's doing some really good editing and doing a lot of really convincing commentary after the fact, like these are 30 to 35 minute videos that keep me completely captivated just because this guy just knows what he's doing. It is wild. Yeah, he makes it look really, really easy, and it's really intimidating. It's why it's similar to the reason that I don't do like let's build stuff anymore, to be honest. Like I don't really do let's builds anymore because there are people that are so much better at creative city skylines than me. It's why this series, not really a let's build as far as I'm concerned. I'm still playing city skylines. Like, for God's sake, the last episode was dealing with the economy. Like, I watch a lot of these people. Who's a good example of someone I watch for cities? Arcturus? Something like that. He's building a city called Asturis at the minute. He's also building Altengrad, which is like based on Altengrad might be one of the most impressive city skyline series that I have seen, because this dude is not just building an immensely detailed European city. he's building it in such a way that it's going through the decades. So what he's doing is, I can't remember when it started. I can't remember what decade he started it in, but he started it in a certain decade and took the city like through the war. Like, what would this city look like during the Second World War? What would the rebuild look like after the war? Like, there are people doing that with city skylines. Meanwhile, I'm like, haha, wedding cake city go brr. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I do. That's my contribution to the creative side of city skylines. You love from Parrots there in his vanilla playthrough. Yeah, another really good channel. There's a lot. Like that's why I kind of try to stick to my flavor of city skylines, because there are people doing like just incredible things with it, and it's like I don't know, man. I don't like to step on toes either. Like I don't watch a lot of city stuff because I obviously do it on my own channel, and I don't want to rip someone off. So it's like, because I'm a sponge for like accents and cool ideas, and if I see someone do something, I'm gonna be like, man, I really want to do that. I really want to do that. So I try not to watch stuff that might impact like what I might do in my series. So it's always funny to me when I do get a comment or two that's like, oh man, you're just copying whoever. You're just copying City Planner Plays. It's like, dude, number one, ain't no one out here on the same level of like knowledge that City Planner has. So you step the fuck back. And number two, shut the fuck up. Like, there's just certain people that I wouldn't dare try and like emulate, you know, like, yeah, like Biffa, there's knowledge that Biffa has, there's knowledge that City Planner has. Like, these are dudes that have clearly done their homework. Again, meanwhile, I'm sat over here going, oh, wedding cake city go brr. I really don't like this district. I really don't like it. Doesn't have the same vibe as any of my other districts. Oh. I really don't like Castleview. Oh, what's it missing? There's a football pitch. Yeah, it needs that for sure. You like it? I think it's just missing a bit of variety. Like down Lakeside South has like this kind of park going on. It has the little elementary school. It also has a slightly less dense sort of border of trees around it. It has this in it. This has like the school in the middle with the park and stuff. And some shops. So I think we're missing like shops. We're missing a bit of variety in that sense, I think. I also think we do need to get rid of the trees around the edge and do that differently. Yeah. I did see a few of you mentioning that burying the view of the castle with trees is not necessarily a great idea. Local GP and things like that. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. To get some stuff in here that's actually like this park's cool, but we can use that space for like a little medical clinic. Which I think there is a medical clinic across in the Narrows, but whatever. What? What's the... Interesting. The so link previews are a thing when in the okay. A little private beach / picnic area. Probably. Corner shop, yeah. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like a little kind of shopping space could be nice in here. We do have some zoning available for it. All right. There's Heart of Korea. Oh, wait. I don't want to do any of these. Because obviously it's not really fitting for the district, but some nice looking buildings. While you sleep in earthly delight. Oh, these would be kind of good. Not you. What are these? University City. What is this? Delta Queen. Yes. Never let me do that again. Coin laundry. Oh, I like that. What is that? Orchard Italia. I like that a lot. Bad influence was doing it with me. All right, I need to know what that looks like. All right, I need this to not build. Put a drive-through real quick. Oh, I love that. I don't love the drive-through right next to it, but I also kind of do. I kind of do, actually. I kind of really like the drive-through next door. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I kind of like this. I do kind of like this. This song, oh god. I was learning Swedish at one point. Hell Vet is font. Fuck it. Hell's Window. There you go. First try. Yeah, man. I wish I need to go back to Sweden. I do. It was snowing here the other day, and I looked at the snow, and I was like, I want to go back to Sweden. Is that too much? It just seems like it'd be a good little use of space to have like a little drive-through, like a pub or something, and then and the medical clinic behind the pub. Is that too much? It's a quirky road. It's just a bit different, right? I might do this. Let's do some trees on it. Change the grass in the middle to look less dead. I can change it out for actual grass, but other than that, it's I think it's supposed to be dirt. Your clinic's right next to a little supermarket. I mean, things can get pretty rough in Little, to be honest. Sometimes those deals, you know. Never know. Little can be. You love the clinic behind the pub. That's exactly the kind of shit you'd expect to see in a university space with hungover students. Yeah. Wait, why is the bus going off? For fuck's sake! No, I don't want the bus doing that. Hold on a minute. No. No. Move that fucking stop. The bus stops in front of the pub now. All right, that's definitely helped to make the district feel a little bit less uniform, which is good. Introduced a little something kind of weird there, which I like. I do want to do a little more to it though. Hello, I'd like to search for a fucking bollard, please. I feel like there needs to be a fence between the pub and the clinic. And I don't think it would be a nice fence. I think we'll use the amusement park fence. Which admittedly is not the worst fence, but it's also very clearly like, hey, you drunk prick. You know, you stay on your side. In fact, let's do that sort of just around the clinic in general. It's not a rough neighborhood, but I do think it would have like... I think having a little bit of like definition around the clinic is not a bad idea. That fence is gonna have a trough of piss, yeah. Didn't we build a fence here last week? Yeah, it rusted. What? Yep. Wasn't it coated in something to stop it rusting? Well. I get street names? I do. I don't know how long they're gonna be staying though. I did street names because there was a really good name suggestion for the financial district. And I went with a slightly different suggestion, but I was like, the first suggestion can be a street. Like Nerdwall Street or something. This is the moment of just... Singing along to things really doesn't work when the music gets quieter, does it? Cheeky little strip club, yep. I kind of like that. Nothing too crazy. That's the job. Maybe that guy there as well. Bit of color. Maybe down here could have some kind of school or something instead of these houses. School close to the park? Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Like, just in here. Might look more interesting than just a bunch more houses. Historical library. Large element. What the fuck? I'm not going to use this, but I've never seen this. Ugh. Very bright. It is big. It did say it was a large elementary school. Student capacity, 1,500. Huh. What else we got? Public library. Yeah. I kind of just want to go with like the normal elementary school, I think. Oh, I'm getting sick. I'm sniffling. Yeah. Philippe, thank you so much for that tier 1 sub. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Good. One step closer to that new chair. Yeah. We're getting there. Yeah. I really need to sneeze, but I can't. It's really friggin' bothering me. Ah. I feel like a mess right now. You ever get that like sudden onset feeling of like I suddenly have a cold and my nose is really stuffy? Like my nose just got really stuffy. I'm not allergic to anything that I know of. I've not ate or drank anything recently. That's would be just kicking in now. So I think I'm just like, my body has just decided this moment that I'm ill now. Oh my God. I can't breathe. It's that kind of stuffiness. Jesus. I can breathe, obviously, but you know what I mean. Holy shit. Ugh. Hay fever? I've never had it before, but I guess it could be. Oh my God. Ree. You know, this would be a really fun song to tear apart and do something with, I think. Oh, we can do like another little park in there as well. This will look pretty good. That a few months ago, views would have been really high. Yeah. I don't know. Mariana Cross trending on TikTok is cool and all. Like, it's cool that Ghost is getting more attention, but I've gotten to a point where I'm able to predict when something is going to be annoyingly used on TikTok. And like Mariana Cross, I fucking knew the second it started trending, people would be all over it, and then they would realize what the lyrics were, and you would get people on TikTok clutching pearls being like, this song is really inappropriate, we shouldn't be listening to this, it's about Satan and sex. Except they can't say sex, so it's S-E-G-G-S, because it's fucking stupid. And then you get a bunch of people thirst trapping it with the slow you go down just like Holy Mary. And it's like, it's some fucking dude biting his lip, like looking like he's having a fucking episode. That's like the second I saw the dance in Wednesday, the Netflix Addams Family series, the second I saw that fucking dance, I knew everyone on TikTok, everyone and their mother on TikTok was going to be like, I'm going to recreate that dance because I'm fucking weird and a social outcast just like Wednesday. Please like my fucking video. Fuck off. I hate that everything gets turned into a viral hit. Like, I don't know what it is. I hate that everything has to, like, be a thing now. Like, nothing can just stand alone as its own, like, entity. It's like, no, this has to go viral on TikTok. This is gonna be my viral TikTok moment. It's like, just fuck off. I don't know. It just really, I don't know why it bothers me. It just does. Like nothing can just be its own thing. Everything has to be like a TikTok, like it's a new fucking TikTok trend. It's like, it just, can it not be? Like, fucking, speaking of TikTok, this fucking song, well, not specifically this one, but, when Stranger Things had, Master Puppets and TikTok was like, oh my God, I love this. And then, like, they would go and listen to other songs, other Metallica songs. And then what do you get? You got a bunch of people on TikTok clutching pearls like, oh my God, we need to cancel Metallica. It's like, good luck. Like, you have fun with that. Good luck. All right, this is starting to get a little bit more interesting. Oh, God. My buildings. My roads. My zoning. I need that. I kind of need that back. Oh, God, we're back to Impera. Not complaining. I like this album a lot. It's my most listened to album this year was this, but let's swap it up for a second. Let's go for some Bullet for Valentine, and I'm gonna go for one of their least liked albums. People were not big fans of Gravity. I really like it. And yeah, Imperium is a fantastic instrumental. Like, and again, live, it's such a good opener. I almost wonder if I should swap out these streets for ones that cars can actually park on, since the houses don't have parking. I see them in February. I think I'm seeing them in March. Like Gravity. Second favorite, only behind their self-titled. I think Gravity is probably my third favorite. I would say I would say self-titled, Venom, and then Gravity. I love Venom as an album. Encourage cycling, it's not a bad idea. You wonder how quickly Nirvana or Alice in Chains be canceled today? Yeah. It's just wild, man. Like, it really is just crazy to me seeing, like... Look, I'm not going to go on a tirade against, like, cancel culture or anything like that. Like, I think there are certain... I think the idea of, like, shunning certain behaviors is actually perfectly valid. Like, I think it's a good idea. I think the way it's done a lot of the time, it's weaponized, and, you know... I think there's definitely instances of this person just has a different opinion to me, cancel them. But there are people who say and do actual horrible things that get canceled, who then go, well, the woke left canceled me. Yeah, because you're a fucking disgusting person. That's why. You deserve it. But it's like my point is just like, there's just certain things that I see pop up and sort of go viral and people obsess over, and it's like I said, the dance in Wednesday, I knew the second I saw it that was gonna be like a big TikTok thing. I knew it the second I saw that dance. It was gonna be a big TikTok thing. And I knew the second it became a big TikTok thing, eventually there was gonna be something about it that was gonna then be turned into like a controversial thing. Am I gonna do the dance? 1 million subscribers by the end of the year? Sure. On Twitch. Yeah, I knew there'd be something tied to it that would then be like, oh, this is actually controversial. And I was right. Like a week after the dance from Wednesday went viral, people started talking about Tim Burton. And it's like, oh, did you know Tim Burton's actually racist? Here's why. And I didn't look into it, so I'm not gonna comment on the validity of it or anything like that. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, Tim Burton is actually right. No. But yeah, literally within a week of the dance in Wednesday going viral, I fucking knew someone would be like, well, actually, it's kind of controversial because Tim Burton, the guy that produced the show, is actually racist. And it was the same when Metallica went viral on TikTok. Because the second Metallica went viral, a week later, people were like, well, actually, they tried to like ruin online distribution of music, and actually they kind of like worship Satan and encourage violence. Well, shut the fuck up. We did cancel Metallica. Shut the fuck up. Ghost goes viral on TikTok a week later. Actually, their lyrics kind of like glorify Satan and like objectify like women, and it's like, no, they don't, but okay, keep going. We shouldn't be listening to this. Meanwhile, the same people that are like, we shouldn't be listening to this and we need to cancel them, are like, it's like, dude, scrolling through TikTok is some of the riskiest shit you can do. Half of that app is like a fucking, it's just thirst trap after thirst trap after thirst trap. I'm 30 years old in a year, and I would be scared to scroll through TikTok in public. The For You page? Dude, I don't use TikTok. That's the thing. That's the weird, like, I don't use it to have a For You page. There's absolutely no way the shit on the For You page is for me. Fucking the For You page, like, half the time, it's either I'm not sure this person is like old enough to be doing the things they're doing, and the second part of it is I've never looked up plumbing in my fucking life, but for some reason it routinely recommends I look up fucking how to install certain joints into bathrooms. Not like genuine, like actual, like building and plumbing advice. I appreciate it, but never in my life have I looked up anything to do with that shit. Also, Pitchleaf, thank you very much. The district, it's starting to come together now that more of the details going in here. New second channel on plumbing? Maybe. Because TikTok thinks I'm old. Yeah, probably. But no, that's what I mean, man. Like TikTok is a... I would genuinely be scared to open and like scroll through TikTok on like a bus. But the same people that are like, oh yeah, fucking slay queen, are like, oh, we shouldn't be listening to Ghost. We need to cancel Metallica. Like, shut the fuck up. Fucking slay. Let's see here. I'm good. I've got an email. What is this? Nah, I'm good. Got a couple of sponsorship emails came through. Some of them, some of them I don't think so. I've recently started accepting integrated ads. The whole this video is brought to you by whatever. I've got a VPN one potentially coming up, which I'm kind of excited about. That makes me feel very official. The whenever you have a VPN company reach out that's like, we want integrated ads, that makes a YouTube channel feel real to me. You're not a real YouTuber until you have a VPN offering to sponsor you. Some of them have been really good. Like I'm not gonna say which ones because I don't want to like do that, but the integrated ads are new for me. Some of them have been amazing, and some of them are like, they'll reach out and be like, okay, what do you charge? And I don't like saying how much I charge, so I sat down recently and calculated roughly what I can charge, based on the views that I get, and I was like, okay. Actually, yeah, no, anyway, I worked out what I can charge. Sorry, I just realized that some of these are actually really good deals. It's like, what do you charge? And I was like, okay, well, I can charge this much. And I always lowball it because I know my click-through rate isn't very good. And my audience is, older. Like, I looked at my analytics recently and my audience is like predominantly, the two main age groups are 20 and like in their 20s and in their 30s, and then it's teenagers, which is pretty fucking rare. I mean, for a channel built around the content that I do, it makes sense, but it was weird looking at that and realizing that my channel does skew towards 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds. So like 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds aren't as easy to influence. That sounds horrible, but it's true. It's much harder to get a 20-year-old or a 20-something or 30-something-year-old to click through on an ad than it is to get a fucking 16-year-old to do it. Believe me, it's I've done the research. So I did the math, and I worked out roughly what I can charge, and so now I get these emails through, and they're like, we want to, integrated ads, whatever, how much do you charge? And I'm like, I charge this much for, this kind of thing and whatever. Most of them come back, and they're like, okay, perfect. We will, we'll get back to you, or we'll go ahead with this, or whatever. Some of them come back, and keep in mind, I'm already lowballing these deals. I lowball it because I want the money. I don't want them to say no. So I wanna undercharge and overperform so that when it comes to when we go back to the table to renegotiate, I can then go and be like, hey, you got a really fucking good deal. Let's bring that up a little bit to like where it should be. I'm not asking for more than I should be getting. I'm asking for what I should be getting. Which I think that's good sportsmanship, right? Lowball it and be like, look, pay me a bit less than what I could be charging, and by all accounts I should be, and we will use this as the test bed to sort of prove that I can do this and that I can, the ads will work and be good for you, and then we'll bring it up. Because really, integrated ads, integrated ads or whatever, right? You record the ad, it's like, this video is brought to you by whatever the fuck. This video is brought to you by Thirst Traps on TikTok. Go to tiktok.com and find thirst traps that suit you. Whatever it might be. You record that and you just slap it in a bunch of videos, away you go. It's fairly easy. You're not being paid so much for the work as you're being paid to be an ad. And you're kind of being paid for the work that you've done to get to the point where you can be an ad. It's whatever. My point being, I already lowball these offers. I already go in and I'm like, all right, we'll do this. So to have very few, but some, but still quite few of these emails come back and be like, yeah, we're not going to give you that. We're going to give you less. It's interesting. It's very interesting when it's like, no, we're not going to do that. Like, well, guess you're not getting your advertising then. Like, I'm charging this much per 1,000 views. Yeah, we'll give you a third of that. Will you now? I don't know that you will. I got tram stops over here. Yeah, I do. I'm haggling wrong. Yeah, I could go the other way. That is true. I could go the other way. I could highball it and then come down to where I want to be. But I have a feeling that long term this will work out for me, because what's going to happen long term, my theory is I get my name and my brand out there as one that's good to work with and that's not super expensive to work with, and then I get like super integrated with all these different agencies and shit, and then I crank the prices. But I don't know. I feel like if I can prove that I can do a really good job, like I don't need to be super rich. If this works, then over the next year, next 2 years, bring the price up a little bit. If the channel continues to grow, the price will go up anyway. Because integrated ads, generally, it's how many views you get that define how much money you get. So the better the channel performs, the better the ads are going to pay out. So it's like, if I get, if I get an offer, for example, of $5 per 1,000 views, and a video does 10,000 views, that's $50 that I otherwise wouldn't get. Now, $5 per 1,000 views is a bit low. But even at that, right? My SimCity and my Cities videos all tend to do 10 to 15,000 views. So yeah, I mean, the last Cities video did 16, SimCity before that was 12, the Cities before that was 22, SimCity was 10, then 11, then 11, 11, 12. So, say you're doing $5 per 1,000 views and you're getting 10,000 views a video. That's still an extra $50 a day that you weren't making, right? And if say it's for fucking, I don't know. This video is brought to you by this particular brand. If you're just recording a generic ad for it, you need to do two things. You do this video is brought to you by generic brand. More about that later. And that's your 5-second intro to the video to let people know there's an ad. And then somewhere in the video, probably within the first 15 minutes, you're going to go, and now a message from our sponsor. You do your 30 to 60 second ad, and now back to the video. And that's it. All you have to do is put that little intro at the start of every video that it's on, and find somewhere within the first 15 minutes to put the actual ad. That is it. And that's an extra $50. That's why, like, people are always like, why do YouTubers do all these these baked ads? That's why. Like, you look at Linus Tech Tips and they've got these pre-recorded ads and shit. Like, that's where the bulk of money comes from for a lot of these bigger channels. Like, that really is. There's a reason that YouTubers take all these integrated ad deals. Sounds like it adds up fast. Yeah, like at face value, an extra $50 doesn't sound like a lot, but an extra $50, like say a company reaches out to you and it's like, we want to sponsor a video every day for a week. That's $350. If you're getting 10,000 views, $5 per 1,000 views, that's an extra $350 that week that you otherwise wouldn't have had for what's essentially 5 minutes of work. Because again, you're not strictly being paid for the effort. You're not strictly being paid for the like a sponsored video is different. If I do a sponsored video, I'm trying to put on a good show. I'm trying to show, I'm being sponsored to show off the game in a good light. That's a bit more of like a performance thing. So the price on a dedicated sponsored video is going to be much higher because it's performative. It's let's actually show off the product here rather than have it just featured as a small ad. So you're being paid for your advertising space, essentially, that you've kind of garnered over the course of however long it took you to build your channel. So essentially, those kind of ads will generate more revenue the more the channel grows. If you get to a place where your channel's suddenly doing double that, then suddenly it's not $350 a week extra, it's $700. And also, if your channel grows, you can demand more money, so it probably becomes an easy extra $1,000 a week. Like, integrated ads can spiral. Like if you get a really good thing going with them, get a really good rapport with the companies, really good back and forth and all that, like it can be wild. I mean, why you constantly hear the words Raid Shadow Legends? Well, there's two reasons for that. One of them is that it's that the more views it gets, the better it does. But the other is if I get a sponsorship like that, I will get paid a certain amount per 1,000 views, say $5. But if someone signs up using my link, they'll give me an extra like $10 per person that signs up. So, you know, I might get my $50 for the ad, but if 5 people sign up through my link, that's another extra $50. But an integrated ad like that probably wouldn't work on my channel, because my audience skews a little bit older. Persuading a bunch of, you know, mid-20 to mid-30-year-olds into their 40s to sign up to Raid Shadow Legends is unlikely, to put it nicely. And I can say that because I'm relatively in the middle of that group. I've never signed up for it. I think I've been offered. I think Raid has I'm pretty sure I've had an email or two, like a year or two ago, about promoting Raid Shadow Legends and never took it. But that was mostly because I was a pretentious prick and I was like, I'm not getting sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. You mean the meme? The game that everyone makes fun of? Oh, no. Hmm. I know this looks a bit weird, but kind of have an idea of what I'm doing. I feel like there would 100% be a fence along here. Like nothing crazy, but just something kind of like that. I think looks pretty decent. And then a few, just a few lights as well, I think. I'll bring it together. How much longer by streaming? Definitely not much longer because I got to go record a... Funnily enough, I actually got to go record a Cities video that's due out today because there's supposed to be a sponsorship on it. So, running a little bit late on that one. That's what I was saying earlier about this whole, like, being ill lately is wrecking me. But I'm also trying to be kind of responsible with this because there's a dude I used to watch. I can't remember his name, but he used to like work with a lot of YouTubers, and I watched his stuff because it was just very interesting seeing like sort of a business guy's point of view on YouTube. And I would watch his stuff and he would talk about, you know, how to do this, how to do that, how to do the other, and sort of just talk about the business side of YouTube, which isn't really talked about all that much. And he worked with a lot of gamers and as well, so it was very interesting. And I looked him up recently, and he was asked, you know, why doesn't he work with YouTubers anymore? And I can't remember his exact wording, but it really stuck with me because it was something about how he got really tired of arranging and helping procure these like $20,000 sponsorships for these dudes, and then on the day that the sponsorship is due to happen, he would have to fucking call them at, you know, 4 p.m. and they'd still be in bed, you know, instead of awake tackling this, you know, stream this game for 4 hours for $20,000. Like he got tired of having to fucking babysit these dudes who were literally sleeping on the opportunity to earn $20,000 in 4 hours. And so that's really stuck with me because I'm trying to be responsible with whatever sponsorships I get. But I'm also trying to be, you know, I'm trying to not be that guy, right? Like I'm trying to make sure I'm on top of the deals that I get and that I'm not late on them. I'm trying to make sure that I do a good job and just not take it for granted. That's kind of where I'm at. Like I don't want to take that shit for granted. I don't want to sleep through. Like if someone's gonna offer me, what's one of the? I'm trying to think of one I could give you an example of. I got offered. God, I don't remember. This was a few years ago. I got offered. $5,000, I think it was, for 4 videos or 3 videos or something like that. And I took it. I'm not going to tell you what it was. But it was $5,000 for what was essentially an hour and a half of work. It took me an hour and a half to record those videos. It was maybe 30 more minutes to edit them. Thumbnails were nothing. Uploading was nothing. I got $5,000 for essentially 2 hours work. That's wild. Like I can't imagine being the type of person that would, and I never want to be the type of person. What game was it? I'm not going to say what game it was. I never want to be the type of person that would be like, so what? I'm going to sleep through it. That's wild to me. And again, this was years ago when the channel was doing a lot better in terms of views. The views, at least now though, to be fair, whilst not necessarily as crazy as they were years ago, a lot more consistent, which is nice. The views are a lot more consistent. Well, Timberborn wasn't, but the two series that we're doing now are quite consistent. Anyway, I think Castleview is probably done. I think this is pretty good. Also, these new sub badges are probably going to get changed again. Let me show you what they're supposed to look like. Or what they do look like at full size. So it's this. So it's 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 and 7 years. Obviously at smaller size doesn't really work. And it turns out that doing Roman numerals for anything higher than 12 would be a disaster. So probably gonna come up with something else for the sub badges again. Yeah, this is coming together. Doesn't matter, I'm gonna change them. Yeah. We're gonna change them again for sure. Problem is the current logo doesn't lend itself very well. That text on the top right really doesn't lend itself very well to being at small size. And in terms of like a sub badge or something. You're assuming this will be in some kind of did work in between? Yeah. I mean, the excuse will just be pretty simple. Like, we've built 3 separate suburbs in videos. We really, you know, I didn't need to show it again in like a 4th one. Yeah, plug the Twitch. You know? We'll have the chat on the next Jedi Fallen Order. For fuck's sake, this bit's still a nightmare. We'll have the chat of the next Fallen Order stream just be full of people going like, so when's the next Cities stream? I look forward to that. You know, I will say I'm really glad that the financial buildings are wall-to-wall. I didn't realize they were wall-to-wall buildings, but they absolutely are, and I really like that. Looks so much better. Looking forward to checking out the video on Fallen Order. Yeah, it'll be, I'll probably finish it on stream tomorrow, and then the VODs will start hitting YouTube next week. Be cool to see it with the first person mod. True. Bit of a death wave creeping in. That fast? Yeah, to be fair, we did like 11 and a half hours the other day. And I did some reading that it's like a 15, 16 hour campaign. Maybe close to 20 if you're doing a lot of extra shit, which to be fair, I have been going about looking for some extra shit, so. Why have I got an alarm going off? Oh, my intermittent fasting starts now. All right, we'll see if I stick to that or if I don't know. Don't. So what's the population in here? 1,269. I really love this. I really do. Even if it does say organic foods or whatever, but I love the idea that it's organic foods and bar. Really love the idea of a bus stop just outside of a bar, a drive-through, a medical clinic. Oh my God. That's a lot of people just got on that tram. That seems dangerous. Oh my God, there's so many people waiting for the bus here as well. Good Lord. What bus line are they waiting for? This one, bus line 11, has 3 vehicles. Let's bring that up to like 5 vehicles. Well, actually, the question is the bus full? Yeah, it is. So unless a bunch of people get off there, none of those people are moving. Which, a decent chunk did, actually, but yeah, the stop's still very busy. Could probably do bigger buses, too. Instead of the Lion City 12, maybe swap that out for If I hover over them, does it give me the stats? No. Lion City 14, though, I'm pretty sure does have a higher capacity. So we'll do the Lion City 14. Can I see the buses? Yeah, are they still invisible? Yeah, the new buses that came with the whatever the update was are still invisible on left-hand drive cities. Although I've seen a few people have commented saying that they're not invisible in their left-hand drive city, so it might just be some, like, it might be a mod or something causing some problems. I'm not really too worried about it, to be honest. This line isn't too busy anymore, it seems. Let's bring that, let's bring that down to the 14 as well. I don't think the Lion City 14 is articulated. Voxy with the 5 gifted. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Oh my god, yeah. A very busy bus line. Oh my god. Yeah, that's one of them there. Up to 90 people on board. Weren't the last ones the same, though? $45, $90, $90. Yeah, those carry the same. This should carry more. This should carry like 110. I don't know if it does, but it does now. I don't think it would. No way that would carry 110 people. That would not be safe. Like, how does that double, right? It's not that much bigger. Bring that up to like 50. Bring that down like 80. That like 100. Yeah, I'll accept that. How the new metro stops doing? Very good question. This one has never seemed that busy. This one's not too bad. This one's not too bad either. There's a good number of people moving around, which is great to see. This one's crazy busy, but it's also a transfer. So it looks like there's a lot of people wanting to go towards the stadium and whatnot. Yeah, that's actually the busiest metro line that we have. There's only 3 vehicles. Let's get a fourth train on there. All going but not coming back. Well, they might be going via... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait. Oh. So this is on fire. There we go. We're good now. They might be going through via metro, then probably taking a tram or a bus back. Anyway, let's save that. And I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Gonna leave it there is what I'm gonna do because I gotta go record a video. So I'm gonna go and get some air for 5 or 10 minutes. Grab probably nothing to eat because I'm gonna try this fast bullshit. And I don't know. What do I build in today's episode? Actually, I hadn't thought about that. Castleview was like the only part that was the obvious thing because it's been laid out for a while. Maybe today I do get rid of Willow Hills. I mean, rebuilding my industry would be a good idea. Airport? Yeah. I have an idea for an airport, but I need another tile for it. So we need 65,000 people. Yeah, I think industrial is probably going to need to be what gets sorted today. So we'll maybe look at that. Tear apart. Why did I switch? I switched early. We'll tear apart this bit most likely and do something with that. The university is, yeah, it doesn't need finished. We really need to get more students in here and level this thing up. It's got 24 academic works. Jesus. That's a lot. Yeah, it's got things like the university library that I can build. It's got the math club. It's got the commencement office. This fountain. Yeah, so there's a few things we could build for this as well, which would be pretty cool. I think the university library would look pretty cool at this corner, actually. It would sort of block the view to the university, but it would be a really cool building in the corner. But yeah, my thinking for an airport is it would sort of go out here. Could do one down here, I guess. I also need to connect trains. That was something I was thinking about, was connecting like a train line that sort of goes past the waste processing plant. And maybe like slapping a cargo train station at the back of this and then running it up to the industrial site. I don't know. We'll see. I need this tile though, so we're going to be waiting on that. What could go on the other side of the river? I want to get this tile, well, I want to get 81 tiles at some point because I want to do, I basically want to do another, so this is all kind of like, there's a lot of old town here. You know, there's pockets of modern, but I like to imagine that Cedar Hall probably looked like this at one point, but it's just been completely redeveloped. So I want to kind of go and build, like, I want to consider this like the old town, and then over here build another skyline using a lot of the skyscrapers. I'll copy and paste those, but also some of the other unique buildings as well, like the trade building and whatnot. To kind of build like a Canary Wharf looking thing, really. That's sort of what I want to do over there, is get another very, very modern skyline. So a lot of the self-sufficient residential places as well. Probably some of the Heart of Korea stuff too, just to get some density in there. A lot of financial district stuff. And yeah, just build something that's kind of Canary Wharf-ish. National Park in the mountain, that wouldn't be a bad idea at all. That would look kind of cool. Anyway, let's leave it there. I gotta go and do a video. Y'all have a good one. It's been a pleasure. Enjoy Radioactive by Bullet for My Valentine, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.